No, I believe it.
The Most High outlawed magic, so at one point in time, magic was legal.
That's right. That's right.
Bible, do you actually think
a little bit left?
Send me the video.
Say again,
I didn't hear that. We asked that question again. You said, Jeremiah, do you honestly think it was what again?
No, I said y'all send me the video so I can load it to the FOP channel.
All right, let me try to see if I can pull it down, man. And if I can, I'll send it to you.
All right.
Correct as I did you watch the whole debate?
I was teaching the Torah portion, King. I didn't make it out on time.
Okay. Sister Ivory. Thanks for sharing the video, sis.
Hey. I see Sister Ivory in the comment board slanging and banging, you know what I'm saying?
Sister Ivory, who won the debate?
7,000.
And look,
that's why y'all you didn't put it on
Where's it at so I can go and watch it? Bible Kushka, please.
Anyway,
hey Don, on your third round, bro. I don't know if you realize, but you actually agree with Judah, bro.
Right.
You actually agree with him, fam.
At what point did I agree with him in the third round?
When you would start breaking down the word of Daemon and all that, like you really agree with him, fam. I was like, damn, you don't even understand what you
in my first round. It's all idols. And he came right back saying the same thing, but he overran the point. He's agreeing with me. I'm not agreeing with him.
That's all right, Don. I'm just sharpening you up for when we go get Solar Mine and them. It's gonna be
okay. But it's true. He said it's true. I lightened up on him because he did that. He made my point for me. But you can't ignore it because that's the definition of it.
Yeah, man, but you tried to equate demons to idols of wood and stone. Those are two different things, brother. That's why I wanted you to answer that question.
Says who?
Says the Bible. Listen. When the Bible says that like idols have no power, it's not talking about demons not having no power, brother. That's how.
Save me some
demons have power in regards to the realm that humans are able to tap into using necromancy and so-called wizardry.
Divination,
brother. So they're able to tap into these things.
I hope you don't eat all that. I mean, come on now.
If you believe in demons, you believe that Zeus is the god of the sky, of lightning and thunder. That's what you believe. And you telling me Zeus exists?
No. Listen, I believe that Zeus is a premorphosis of a demon that was being worshipped by the people who they named Zeus. Yes.
The Greeks.
Yes.
So let's get this straight.
Zeus, listen. Zeus is something that was inherited from ancient cultures.
Ancient Greek.
Listen, brother, it's cultures older than ancient Greeks. And they adopted that deity from an older culture.
Which one?
Nigga, Babylon.
And that's where all demonology began, in Babylon. That's what your Bible says. Babylon mothered it all.
Right. So what are you talking about? It's the same old demons that was being worshipped back then.
Those are the idols of the Old Testament. I said that already.
With different names. So Rizzo.
Yes, absolutely.
Go Rizzo.
I ain't been drinking.
Go Rizzo. How in the fuck?
Mugabe, what's going on? Mugabe in the building.
Go Rizzo. How did you fumble that easy debate? How in the fuck did you fumble?
Even Mugabe said you fumbled.
Pro Rizzo. Yes. Listen to me, family. listen to me, family. You tried to engage in a philosophical debate about whether or not the fundamental the semantics about demons, and that was your fatal flaw. That was your fatal. Don't argue about the aspect of where this word came from. With the approach you took with this is where you went wrong. You said because I believe in God, because I believe in one God. That I know. Let me say this. Because I believe in one God, and because I that the etymology of demons refers to other cultures of people having other gods. So by default, because I only believe in one God, that those people, that those beliefs are invalid. And that's where you fucked up, bro. You tried to take it into a philosophical realm. But you were supposed to snatch that nigga Jeremiah up, tar and feather his motherfucking ass, and let the world know that demons ain't fucking real, bro. And show the scientific evidence to support that all that paranormal activity shit is fake as fuck. That's the angle you were supposed to take with that. You try to think philosophically. I get it. That's the position you usually take. But in this particular arena, fuck the philosophy. You have to take the subject matter at hand and prove your opponent to be completely wrong. Jeremiah didn't win. You just lost, bro. He didn't win. You just lost.
To lose, I would first have to be lost. Now be quiet. Listen.
Hold up. Mugabe, you got to give me credit, bro. I won.
Bro, you didn't. Bro, demons is fake as fuck. That shit is bullshit.
Look at your eyes, bro. Look like you got one in you right now.
I'm hot. I was Don. But listen to me, Don. Listen to me.
You're wrong.
I know what you were trying to do, bro.
Yeah, but you're wrong.
I know what you were trying to do.
Get to work.
It is a philosophical debate.
Yeah, it was not a philosophical debate. That's not a philosophical debate, bro. Please understand that. You tried to make it a philosophical debate. But that's where you fucked up. God damn, that was so fucking easy, bro. Oh my God, I can't even explain how easy.
Animism underlines the Greek daemon concept.
It's over, man. Let it go.
It's persisted amongst the Greek.
You should have did that in the debate, man. Let it go.
I'm trying to talk.
Pro Rizzo. Okay, watch this, Pro Rizzo.
I don't watch nothing but what I'm reading. 1 second.
All right, go ahead, brother.
In the historical period, especially, it was obviously combated by the educated and especially philosophical circles, from which we draw almost all of our knowledge of all levels of Greek thought. Yet even these circles had to orient themselves by popular ideas because the stuff didn't exist, and thus give evidence of the common view to varying degrees. Hence, we can fully understand the daemon concept only against the background of popular animistic belief because it's a fable. We began with the solid fact that the term daemon is used both for deity or minor deity and also in a philosophical sense, and that animistic view underlie the latest views and thus demand our attention. I know what I'm talking about. This is a philosophical argument. Jeremiah.
So listen, bro. You are 1,000% correct.
I know that.
Somebody needs to mute that shit. Somebody needs to cut the music.
Judah, number one.
Nelly, for real. Nelly, for real. Hey, Don.
What happened,
debate.
Bro?
Don, it's not a philosophical debate, bro.
Well,
it was never a philosophical debate. Because guess what? Watch this. Hold on, bro. The reason why you can't have a philosophical debate because that means you were trying to nail it down to some etymology that's based on linguistics. And guess what? That's what you do.
It's called rebuttal.
You were trying to just etymology based on the goddamn Greeks. And guess what? African fucking Greeks. So when I talk about when an Abrahamic person,
from a guy. Hold up, Mugabu. This comes from a guy that I done beat up 3 times on my Facebook. I done beat you, Mugabu, 3 times. Hold up,
you
on
ain't
my
never
Facebook live.
beat me, ever in your life.
We did a back chat. Did you hold up, man? Okay, I know you want to overtalk me. I know you do, but we did a back chat debate 5 weeks ago, and you got out, and they voted for me. Did you forget that?
You ain't never in your life beat me in a debate. You couldn't.
Tell you what,
I can beat you in a debate with your same. With I can take your premise and beat you in a debate with it.
I'm tired of beating you. I got the proof on
you
the evidence on the tapes.
Listen to me, family.
I've been kicking your ass for a year and a half now.
Listen.
Go win the debate, and then you come on at me.
Jeremiah, listen to me, family. Listen to me, family. You won tonight. You won tonight because your opponent needed a little more. He needed a little more tutelage. You won tonight, so don't get beside yourself. I'm the elephant in the motherfucking room. Will. Don't get beside yourself.
About Cardi B helps you win a debate and fucking this. Oh, you're crazy. I want you to know that from me personally to you. You're stupid.
Don, he didn't win the debate. You just lost it, bro. Because you tried to take a philosophical argument.
And you don't know that. How the hell does your opinion matter?
Don, debunk the paranormal activity. Debunk the fact that this fake ass doctor. Exorcism.
How does that make you know what you're talking about, even in your opinion about who won a debate? Go.
Again, brother Don. Again, don't take this personal. I'm your corner man. I had your back from day one. Remember? I was the cat.
This is scholarship. This is not bull crap opinion.
Right, it's not. But what you did is you tried to hold a philosophical argument about demons, and you took the very wrong approach. Because guess what? Hold on, brother. Hold on. Guess what? Guess what?
A philosophical argument. You're not understanding. Even though I read a whole paragraph, you still don't get it.
You don't get it, bro. It's not a philosophical argument.
Because I know you don't get it.
Why do you keep trying to talk about the philosophy of it? It's not a philosophical argument. Oh my God. That's why you lost. That's why you lost. You don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. What you're assuming, the assumption you're making is that because I believe in one God, because I believe in the one true God in your mind, that all these other motherfucking deities, and we call it demons, are somebody else's gods, and I don't believe in them, therefore that shit don't exist. That's a philosophical fucking argument.
Hey,
that's not
corner man suck. Fire his ass.
Here, let me help you out, because I don't think you understand what philosophical means. Philosophical means, here, definition, related or devoted to the study of the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence. So what did I just read? In educated circles, we don't understand it, but what do? We go to the
oh my God. Don't try to explain it to me. Don't try to explain it to me.
When you say philosophical, you're talking about things that are fundamental to the time and the reality that you are in. But just because the popular view says there's demons and they're fallen, that does not mean that is the truth. It does not validate the belief in demons. It is a figure of our imagination because it is philosophical. The knowledge says demon doesn't exist.
Demons don't exist is because it defies the natural laws of fucking physics. and there's no evidence. Hold on. And there's no evidence.
Demons be God in the Bible.
He don't believe in spirits or souls, but we come from apes. This guy.
God damn, bro, you're supposed to dunk this nigga bad. You're supposed to dunk this nigga bad, bro.
Not be philosophical.
I'm really upset.
I'm really mad you stuck it up, Don. He mad that he had to vote for me. That's how bad you stuck it up.
Right. I'm really mad that I have to give this nigga the W.
But you rocking a fro, bro? Is that what I see?
I'm really mad.
You got a wig on. What is that?
What you say?
You the vote over Black Jesus minister. Hey, Magabu. I gave you the vote over Black Jesus minister because he kept messing up, falling off the damn screen. That's the only reason you beat him. So at least you was honest.
If you don't know, when you love knowledge, you dig into this stuff. You make philosophical arguments. Don't you know that?
Oh my God.
And I'm worried about losing a debate.
I think you two should debate.
Hell no. He wanted more time. He wanted more time so he can delve into the philosophy of it. He wanted more time. You didn't need more time. It's not a philosophical fucking argument, Don.
Well, the scholars say you're lying.
Okay.
I guess this guy here and all these other fellas in here, when they start talking, making their philosophical arguments, I guess here. Let me see.
Watch this, Don. Are exorcisms real? Are exorcisms real? Are exorcisms real?
All this making philosophical arguments.
Look at Jeremiah. He's sitting over there smiling and shit. That nigga over there smiling. He finally got him a nice little W. That nigga finally got him a nice little W. That nigga smiling and shit. That nigga over there skinning and grinning. He gonna make posters and all kind of shit, Don. You let this nigga get away. You let this nigga get away. I'm mad as fuck right now, Don.
I know you might.
Hey, that's why I told Black Jesus Minister when I had to vote for you.
No way, be honest with you.
God damn. I'm mad as fuck you let this nigga get away, man. You don't let this nigga get away. You're supposed to wring that nigga's neck. You're supposed to feather that nigga. You're supposed to bust him down to his last molecular structure. What is that? Oh, my God.
Jeremiah, you paid for what you pulled earlier today, you little scoundrel. You little
no, you let this nigga get away.
What I do? I didn't do nothing wrong.
No, you didn't do nothing wrong. You didn't do nothing wrong. But I wish a nigga would tell me about some Sasha Fierce in a goddamn debate. I wish a nigga would tell me about some goddamn Sasha Fierce. Oh my God. I wish a nigga would. I'm so mad at you, dog. You let this nigga get away with some weird shit.
And so, there's your argument. What's a good argument?
You let this nigga make unfounded, unsubstantiated claims to your face, and you didn't question us about his unsubstantiated claims, Don. Come on, bro.
I wrote down
the nigga made unsubstantiated claims in your face, and you didn't question him about those claims.
Hey, Magabu, it's easier to say that when you're on the sideline, it's easier. Then when you climb in the ring with 7,000. Is that right, Cesar?
Yeah.
Don, I'm gonna need you to come get some of this privilege.
I gotta get ready for Black Jesus Minister, y'all.
Listen at me, Don. I need you to come get some of this privilege.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you. You're a very intelligent brother, but your debate skills are marginal, bro. And you gotta understand how to debate. Right. You
Now,
fucked
let
up.
me ask a little bit more showmanship into your debate. You know.
Right.
You got to do that.
You were supposed to dunk that nigga like, ooh, I would have had fun with Jeremiah.
Yeah,
That one.
I knew it was over when I seen Jeremiah with the stick.
It's one thing.
With the stick.
I'm not just talking about today, I'm talking about future times to come. So I don't want to put myself into it like that. That doesn't help at all.
Right. Oh, bro, I'm really hot right now, bro. I'm really hot.
These super fluids in the art of having charisma. I know what I'm talking about. You should believe me.
The last time I felt like this, Don, the last time I felt like this is when the Giants beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl, bro. That was the last time I felt like.
So I take you a Patriot fan, right?
Yeah, you was the heavy favorite, bro. You was the heavy favorite, bro.
Listen,
yeah.
if you're going by,
He's the heavy favorite, he done lost the last two of his damn debates. Jihad whooped his ass, and Captain Zog beat the brakes off him. I'm just gonna tell you the truth.
Folks.
Oh man.
Now, if you're gonna go by the charisma, who was the loudest? Yeah, Jeremiah would. And you know what? Probably half the people that vote are gonna go by that.
The nigga didn't beat you on charisma. He was reading the script. The fuck are you talking about? He was just reading.
Yeah.
That ain't charisma.
Somebody take a picture of this.
Oh.
He went like this. Let me hurry up and read this. Let me read this. Let me read this. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, we're on to read this. No, I really need to get to the meat. I got it. Get this book. I don't need the book.
Oh, Lord, look at Don. He unraveling, y'all.
He's unraveling.
It took Black Jesus 2 weeks to get over that ass whooping I get. I hope you recover soon.
That's fucked up, Don. I'm really mad, Don. I'm really mad, bro. I'm feeling some kind of way right now, bro.
Mugabe,
that's fucked up.
Is the earth round or flat?
Man, the motherfucker is more round than it is flat, but it's neither actually.
Oh my God.
It should have been.
You might have a chance to vote against me next week.
Like Jesus, he didn't want to do it no way. He was reluctant. It should have been. It should have been a little bit more qualified. But you know, no more 5-minute rounds. That's not a good.
That was 10-minute rounds. 3 10-minute rounds, bro.
Yeah, that was a great format. That's a great format. That means you get in. That means you get in, you disseminate your information, and you get out the way.
Thank you.
Man, we gotta do better than that.
How many rounds you want?
It ain't how many rounds. It is the quality of the round. For example, if you start off talking about a subject that has 5 categories, and you do three rounds, you're not going to get to all the categories.
Stop. You can't change the format.
You just gotta next time, bro. Just ask for more time, bro. That's all.
Well,
make it 15 minutes around, bro. That's all.
From now on, it's just a suggestion. When somebody says they want
to you gotta beat a couple more people. You gotta beat a couple more people before you get back in around with me.
Yeah, for real, bro. I might need to find you a tomato bag to punch on, get you back in the gym a little bit. You know, maybe find you a Christian or something to punch on a little bit.
Hey, you sharp.
What's up,
sharp? When you getting in the ring, family?
A Christian ain't gonna get in the ring with me.
Whenever anybody bring a topic that I want to tackle.
Oh, brother,
I'm ready to go now.
You officially over here with us now.
Brother Yashar, I went looking for that book today. They were sold out over at Esselwan. But for y'all that don't know, Esselwan is a black bookstore here in Los Angeles. They were sold out on it. But I would love to get a hold of that book, and we can tease out a chapter or 2 and use that as a debate.
Who y'all two finna debate? What's the topic?
I've been trying to beat up my brother for a while. I'm trying to get him in the ring. That Fugazi book he was quoting the other day.
see what Mugabe do know is that I'm gonna bring some motherfucking sources. I ain't gonna just be talking shit.
You're right, and I want you to bring
regardless whether people accept the sources or not. I'm gonna have them motherfuckers in hand. You know it.
That's the good thing.
Hey, Mugabe, I brought out Dr. Richard Gallagher, MD, psychiatrist.
Man, I would have whooped on that information. First of all, he's a believer. You cannot talk to somebody a believer.
He's not a believer. Did you go look it up?
Yes, I did.
I know you did.
I'd have
whooped you it up.
I'd have punched on you.
Is the Greek the oldest language in the world right now?
No, but what he was trying to convey, this is where the brother fucked up. He wasn't trying to say that Greek is the oldest language. He was saying that Greek is one of the oldest languages that is still being used today.
He didn't say one up. He said the.
He fucked up.
I didn't fuck up. Greek is the oldest living ancient language today, recorded.
But you can't phrase it like that because they don't know what you.
That's exactly how I phrased it twice. The first time I came right back to the second. Now I'm saying you fucked up. That's not a fuck up. It's fact.
Why are you phrasing it like that though, bro?
It's not a phrase. It's a historical notation. What are you gonna do?
Who authored that book you got, man? You never did tell us. Who authored that book?
I did tell you. It is
the devil.
Why would the devil give you information like this?
But Don, even by bringing that information out about the Greek language, that means you were trying to go into a semantic argument about the definition of the word you were trying to use, and you still
semantic in a debate argument. What?
Okay, all right. I'm not gonna go say it. I ain't gonna say it again, bro.
I keep telling Don he need to stop playing with the goddamn semantics with this language, man, and stop trying to go into debate based upon the manipulation of language, man.
Right.
You can't do that, bro.
That's the problem, Don. I've been telling your ass, man.
Red herrings are too.
We get ready to debate the Solar Mind Debate League. You're gonna have to be a little bit sharper than that now, bro. Come on, man. Put that book up.
Education. This stuff don't work.
We might have to replace you with Mugabe. Hell.
Go ahead.
No, you can't use semantics, bro. You can't, because something that meant something.
You're gonna get it with a good bucket.
Shit, I might have to replace Jihad. Put Jihad in your spot, nigga.
I mean, that's how.
Hell no, god damn. That nigga said he gonna replace you with
Jihad.
Hell no.
Mugabe land, yeah.
Yeah. Why not, horse? It can't be no worse than this guy.
Jihad is definitely worse than Don. I gotta give it up.
Right.
He said worse than Don. Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Shit. Jihad. No, I voted for Jihad over Don.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Don, I respect Don, but it's the principles behind. If I'm using a word that is colloquial to the land that I am, and then I go back,
so you were gonna let me take
origins of that word, it does not detour. It does not detour from the sense in which I'm using the word. So if I say the shit you doing is gay, you can't say, well, if you son, gay means happy day. I don't give a shit if gay means happy day, nigga. I'm saying what the shit you doing is gay, meaning a fucking fact, man. That's what I'm talking about. I'm saying, so the person, if we're talking about demons or we're talking about demonology, you can't say, well, let's go back to the old analogy or the word demon didn't exist in the Greek or it didn't exist in ancient terms. I'm using the word in the sense in which I'm defining for you, so you have to deal with the definition of the term that I'm using. And let's go into the origin of the definition.
Excellent.
Not split hairs over the colloquialism of the word, man. And
Now,
then
check this out, man.
Jeremiah,
This is what I suggest.
Jeremiah,
This
when you
is what I suggest, man.
yeah.
I suggest this, right? I suggest that while we going through these debates right now, right? I suggest that y'all start checking out the debaters in Solar Mind League. You know what I'm saying? The playoffs coming up. So you can be able to check them out, and you know what I'm saying, when it get real thick and it get real thick in that motherfucker, right? Shit change up, you know what I'm saying? People change up their way of doing things, people change up, you know what I'm saying, all type of shit. All I'm saying is get familiar with your opponent. This way you can understand who you're dealing with and the type of debaters that they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
but see, what I can tell you is that you're gonna have a lot of motherfucking talkers that talk a good game, but they can't show you shit. So yeah.
Well,
Just get familiar with them. That's all.
All the years I've sat back and listened to people debate, I've always noticed one thing: the amount of factual information always trumps over opinion. And that's what matters to me most. It doesn't matter how charismatic the person is. It doesn't matter how strong and forceful their voice is. If you can just tell me a simple truth, that will outweigh the lie, because the lie doesn't exist. Just like demons don't exist.
Well, I can tell you this right now, Don. Truth, when you're dealing with Solar and his league, they not really giving a fuck about the truth. I'm gonna just be all funky.
I can argue on that. I can argue on any.
What I can tell you is they looking for presentation. They not they gonna cry and they gonna bitch and complain about ad hominems. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do the same thing. So,
and then if you go about it doing it the way that, you know what I'm saying, Solar Mind does things, then it's real important that you understand his method. You know what I'm saying? Understand how he go about questioning. You know what I mean? Because it's a different beast. It's a different ball game.
And they need to be watching us. We ain't worried about them.
Hey, bro,
Judah, it ain't got nothing to do. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. It got everything to do with you understanding who you dealing with.
Cause look,
I'm not saying nobody over there is greater.
Right. I'm just talking shit. But hey, Yashar, look, 3 debates gonna be over here. Then 3 debates gonna be over there, and then the 7 debate will be on a neutral platform. So they got to come over here too.
Hey, Chris, was you trying to say something earlier?
Let me say this right quick. All bullshit aside, and I'm not being biased when I say this. Y'all ain't nowhere near prepared for them Solar Mind cats. Y'all not nowhere. Y'all not even close to y'all.
What the hell are you talking about, brother?
Real shit.
Are you serious?
I'm about to kick him out right now, everybody. I ain't get back in here anyway.
Bobby, did you get kicked out earlier?
Slip back in here.
Hey, brother. You be coming in with.
Let me tell you the lineup. Look at the guys. We got Karatazar over here. We got Jeremiah. We got Ron Shields. We got Hebrews in the Hood. We got me. We got Sister Carla. We got
James Castell. You better not say James Castell.
We got James Castell. We got the Scholastic Bully. We got Black Jesus Minister. I mean, come on, bro. Who they got? They got Lex. What do you call it? Unbreakable.
Listen to me, brother. Listen to me. I'm gonna be honest. Hear me. Don't be mad at what I'm saying. Just listen to what I'm saying, bro.
I seen that debate, bro.
Hear me out, fam. Hear me out, fam. I'm talking about the debate structure. I'm not even talking about the information being presented. Y'all don't have the prop, like there's certain information y'all will bring to the table that's so easily debunked, it's so easily fact checked that the people that really know how to debate will chew that shit up and spit that shit out.
Name one person.
Like you
Me, God damn it.
Who?
It sounds like you bragging.
No, I'm not
asking
bragging,
who?
bro. That
Who do
brother
you have over there? Who?
That brother over there, what's the brother got an acronym name? What's that brother name?
Domo.
No, his name is an acronym.
Outside the queue?
No, not Q. His name is an acronym. His shit is
You don't even know who they got, man. Why you running
the brother that
he just being an asshole, y'all. Hey, viewing audience, don't pay him no attention. I don't even know how he snuck back in.
All right, never mind. Don't pay me no attention.
Was he saying something earlier?
Yeah, Khan, Thawada, Shalom, Mashpaka, Shalom, family.
Shalom, Mashpaka.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. Yo, my Lord, I wanted to ask you this question specifically. Babu Kushad Dan. Khan? Hallelujah, hallelujah. Much respect. All right, so first, it's a series of questions, King. The first question is, do you feel swayed to believe in evil spirits at the end of this?
Do I feel swayed to believe in evil spirits?
Khan. I mean, I don't. Excuse me for the word sway. I don't know the right word to say. Do you believe, like through like more hearing more of it, that evil spirits and demons are possibly with us? Do you believe that a little more now?
No. What I believe about evil spirits.
Okay, wait. Please give me. Because if you say too much, I'll stop understanding. Like I'm really simple. Like you gotta treat me like a baby, King. Please. All right. So I get you. Like no, right? All right. So I wrote down something next. So if you said no, I want to ask you this next question. All right. So, do you mind if I share with you what Yahweh gave me this morning when I first heard about it?
Go ahead.
Hallelujah. All right. So if you said Khan, the next thing I asked was, will you help me?
Okay, go ahead.
All praise. My next question was, did you read 1 Samuel 19, verse 1 through verse 9?
Which is Endor? That what you referenced?
Ma?
Are you referencing Endor?
No, I'm just asking you if you read 1 Samuel chapter 19, verse 1 through verse 9. All right, so if you have any more, if you don't mind, that's what I wanted to look at, because that's what the Most High gave me this morning. But then it was like a cool little series of things. It was like this scripture and then two other things that went with it. So can we read it together?
Yeah.
All praise. You mind bringing it out for me?
1 Samuel.
Con 19, 1 through 9. Hey, look, hey, I got it up on my screen too, so I just pulled it up also. So I'm rocking with you, like I'm right beside you.
Wait, give me the chapter again.
1 Samuel 19, verse 1 through verse 9.
And Saul spake unto Jonathan his son and to all his servants that they should kill David. But Jonathan's son delighted so much with David, and Jonathan said David, saying, Saul my father to kill thee. Now therefore I pray thee, take heed to thyself unto the morning, and abide and hide thyself. Being evil for David. Yes,
yeah, Con, I can't hear you out really bad. Baba Kusha, please.
Yeah,
there's
Mike. I'll read verse 9. And the evil spirit from the Lord was upon Saul as he said.
No, wait, Baba Kusha, please forgive me. I got lost. Where you leave off at? Where was you at? Verse 4?
Yeah, I left off verse 4 because verse 9 is really the main verse.
I know, but you said I can give it to you the way the Most High showed it to me. So can we read just 1 through 9?
Yeah.
All right, hallelujah. I'm with you. I'm right there at 4 with you, King.
Okay, and Saul spake to Jonathan, to his son, and all the servants that they should kill David. delighted so much in David. And David saying, "Oh, my soul is eager to kill you." Now, therefore, I'm asking.
Man, I can't hear. Man, that's bad. I can't hear. That's bad. All right, yo, can you hear me good? Can you hear me good?
Fine.
All right, look, I'm gonna go ahead and read it. Can you just bear with me? Be patient, please. So I'm at 19 verse 5. For he did put his life in his hand and slew the Philistine, and Yahweh wrought a great salvation for all Yasha'Allah. Thou sawest it and did rejoice. Therefore, then would thou sin against innocent blood and slay David without a cause? And Saul hearkened unto the voice of Jonathan, and Saul sware, verse 6, and Saul sware, as Yahweh liveth, he shall not be slain. Verse 7. And Jonathan called David, and Jonathan showed him all those things. And Jonathan brought David to Saul, and he was in his presence as in times past. Hallelujah. So they was back tight, right? Verse 8. And there was war again, and David went out and fought with the Philistines and slew them with a great slaughter, and they fled before him. And verse 9. And an evil spirit from Yahweh was upon Saul, as he sat in the house with his javelin in his hand, and David played with his hand. And Saul sought to smite David, even to the wall with the javelin. But he slipped away out of Saul's presence, and he smote the javelin into the wall. And David fled and escaped that night. So from there, I just looked up the two words, right? I just looked up the word evil, and then I looked up the word spirit, both in Hebrew. So the Hebrew for the evil was Rai. That was for the evil, right? So Rai. All right. And what it is it literally says evil 442 times. It says wickedness 59 times. And then it just goes kind of down in number. But the next one is wicked, mischief. So then I looked up the next word, which was spirit, evil spirit, right? So that word spirit was Rawah. And the word spirit, Rawah, was used for 232 times, right? All right. So then I was like, but I'm still not sure if that's a demon. That could just be like a bad attitude. So since I wasn't sure, I took a little bit further, right? Now, this was the next thing that came up. I went to the online etymology, and the word that was there for the same word, Ruach or spirit, it says, meaning supernatural, imminent creature, angel, demon, apparition, invisible corporal being of airy nature, is attested from the mid-14th century, from the late 14th as ghost. So then that's where I stopped at. I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't really get into all that ghost stuff. But then this was the last one, King. All right, and I yield the floor on this last one. So I'm kind of convinced now that evil spirit really do exist. And I'm also even more convinced that, like there's some stuff I don't know. So I went to the Bible on this last one. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon. Remember when the Egyptians treated us bad? And then the Most High has sent the plagues down? Well, one of the plagues he sent down was the plague of darkness. And I'm really scared of that one. Like that plague of darkness is like super scary. So check this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17. And this is, I'm going to read verse 1 to verse 3. All right, verse 1 through verse 3. And it describes the darkness. But check this out. Inside the darkness, it ain't just lights out. Inside the darkness, there's something in it. And that something in it is something that scares the hell out of people. So this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, verse 1 through verse 3. And it reads, for great are the judgment and... Hold on, bear with me, King. I'm going to pull it up on the screen because my eyes aren't really good on small papers right now. So hold on, let me pull it up online. All right. Unless, can you read it for me? Because I can't read it very good on this paper. Yeah, Khan. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, verse 1 through verse 3.
That's in the apartment.
Khan.
I don't to the apartment.
All right, no worries. I found it. Hallelujah. All right.
Let me
So Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17. All right, this is all right. So I found it. So it's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17. I pulled it up. All right, verse 1. It reads, "For great are the judgments, and cannot be expressed. Therefore, unnurtured souls have erred." Talking about the Hamites. Verse 2. "For when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, they, being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness, and fettered with the bonds of a long night, lay there exiled from the eternal providence. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness, being horribly astonished with terrible and strange apparitions." That's literally evil spirits and monsters inside of this darkness. So Yahweh tells us that they do exist, and he can put us in that shroud of darkness to where we're exposed to them. Now, my last point is the book of Numbers, chapter 23, verse 23. The Father protected us from it. That's why white people get demon possessed and their heads spin around and they puke out green stuff in the movies, and they always go through them exorcisms, because the Father protected us from it. So it's in the book of Numbers, chapter 23 and verse 23. Balaam was trying to curse us, but the Father said witchcraft and divinations don't work against us. So you might not experience it because you blessed, King, but at the same time, the Father put some in that world, and they do exist. And with that, I humbly yield the floor. Go on.
All right, that shit is malarkey in its highest form, bro.
Hey man, nobody. This ain't got nothing to do with you, brother. God damn.
That shit
This
is
is something.
malarkey in
A
its
brother
highest form.
gave a biblical excerpt from the Bible, which you don't believe in, so you don't have nothing to say about that, bro.
So Jeremiah Thawada, thank you, King. The Most High bless you. And also, man, hallelujah. So let me pull this up. One more thing. The word apparition, I just pulled it up, right? Literally, apparition. It says a ghost or a ghost-like image of a person, a phantom, a specter, a spirit. So that's not malarkey when we're literally reading it, all right? Be honest. I yield the floor.
Well, thank you, good brother. I'm sorry, brother. I apologize if my words are a little harsh. What's your name, good brother? That was just the brother that was just speaking.
That's Karata Zaya.
Karata Zaya. All right. Good to meet you, good brother.
Karata Zaya. Please say the ya.
Karata Zaya. All right. Good to meet you, good
Karata
brother.
Zaya. Please say the ya.
Karata Zaya. I'm saying the goddamn on ya.
I said say the ya, nigga. Say the ya.
All right, Karata Zaya. I get it now. I got it. All right, now we're gonna move forward.
Evil spirit. However,
we're gonna move forward. I just wanna. The brother gave us some beautiful scripture, and those who the scripture resonates with them, I understand how what he said might resonate. It might have been a little backdoor to resonation. I get it. But I just want to read something to you from livescience.com. Exorcism, fact and fiction about demonic possession. The belief that demons exist can possess people is, of course, the stuff of fiction and horror films, but it is also one of the most widely held religious beliefs in the world. Most religions claim that humans can be possessed by demonic spirits. The Bible, for example, recounts 6 instances of Jesus casting out demons and offer exorcism to remedy the threat. The idea that invading spirits are inherently evil is largely a Judeo-Christian concept. Many religions and belief systems accept possession by both beneficent and malevolent entities for short periods of time, and not especially alarming aspects of spiritual life. Spiritualism, a religion flourished across America in the 1800s, is still practiced in a few places today. Teaches that death is an illusion and spirits can possess humans. New Agers have also long embraced a form of possessions called channeling, in which spirits of the dead are said to inhabit a medium's body and communicate through them. Hundreds of books and even some symposiums have been allegedly composed to the two spirits. Now, in closing, while many Americans think of real exorcism as relics of the Dark Ages, exorcisms continue to be performed often on people who are emotionally and mentally disturbed. Whether those undergoing the exorcism are truly possessed by spirits or demons is another matter entirely. Exorcisms are done on people of strong religious faith. To an extent that exorcism works is due to the power of suggestion in psychology. If you believe you are possessed and that an exorcism will cure you, then it just might. And I yield the floor.
Thank you very much. Will you please go back to the line to where it says if it is or if it's not is another subject. Will you read that again, Baba Kushal, please?
If it is or if it's not, was that in the first part of the
No, that was probably like
it was
5
in the
lines
ladder?
up.
It was in the ladder?
Yeah, it looked like 5 lines up, like something like that. I don't know. And then I also wanted to ask you, will you please, Baba Kushal, just take a picture and send it to the publication company and also the page too.
All right, I'll put it in the back chat.
Hallelujah. But yeah, if it is or if it isn't. And then what's the name of the publication? What is it again? What's the name of the magazine?
Livescience.com.
Okay.
To make it easier, because I'm not sure exactly what you're looking for, I'll just put it in the back right now. You can find it.
All right. So just look a couple lines up and it says if it is, or it was talking about go to the section where it was talking about the people that usually are emotional that go through possession. Go to that section. It's towards the end of that paragraph.
Gotcha. That should be within the second paragraph. Real exorcisms. While many Americans think of real exorcism as relics of the Dark Ages, exorcisms continue to be performed often on people who are emotionally and mentally disturbed. Whether those undergoing the exorcisms are truly possessed by spirits or demons is another matter entirely. Exorcisms are done on people strong. Right. Let me finish this sentence right here.
Okay, please.
Exorcisms are done on people of strong religious faith.
Right. Okay. So, can you just read that last part? Whether it is or whether it isn't. I keep missing that last line. Whether it is or whether it isn't is.
Whether I know that's the point you want to drive home, but I'll drive it home.
It is, but I want to understand it. Right. See, listen. Please don't do that. I want to understand it. So will you please read again? So I don't have it in front of me. You're the teacher right now.
I'll read the last 2 sentences for you. Matter of fact, I'll read the preceding, the sentence.
Just that part, Baba Kushal.
Okay. Whether those undergoing the exorcism are truly possessed by spirits or demons is another matter entirely.
All right, the water. So it's another matter entirely. It didn't stick to my brain yet until you said it. I appreciate it. It's another matter entirely. When I stopped doing science to the degree that I did, it's because I seen that it wasn't proving anything. So it's a bunch of speech. And then in the midst of it, it says, we really don't know. But it sounds so good. So it's another matter entirely. It didn't explain anything. And that's the hurtful part. Flat out. So with all of it, it's like, yo, I'm rocking with it. But that one line right there, they tell you that we don't know. So it's like reading a comic strip. So why not? So for me personally, when I hear something like that, my ear gets turned off because now I know you ain't telling the truth. Because you're supposed to be, not you. I'm talking about livescience.com. I'm talking about them. And that's why I asked about the publication. That's why I asked about the publication, because I want to see what their stance is. I want to see what their views is also. But thank you for showing me that, King.
That was the most respectable way that they can tell you that possessions is bullshit. That's the most.
But that's not what they said. They said we don't know.
Family. Hear me out.
No,
family.
I'm listening, King. But listen, but you're changing what they said.
I'm not changing the narrative. I'm saying that the way that the words are presented.
Yo, read it one more time. Let me write it down so I can have it in front of me. What did they?
No, I'm gonna put it in the back. I'm gonna put it in the back. Don't worry. You won't have to. You won't have to read it. I'll put it in the back for you.
No, I gotta read it. I put it in the back.
Right. When we say whether this is factual or not, that's the scientific way of saying it's some bullshit because it's not testable, observable, or repeatable. But if you believe it, do your stuff. You dig what I mean? It's the most politically correct way of saying that's some bullshit. But if you choose to acknowledge that bullshit, go right ahead. That's on you. This is the reason why they said that the exorcisms are usually performed on people. You notice atheists never get possessed by demons. Wonder why?
You got to bring out the statistics on that, brother. I've never seen that. Atheists never get possessed by demons?
Ever.
Where's that found?
Ever. You'll never see it. Ever.
All right.
I'm just giving you the background on it. When you have people that have religious experiences, when you have these so-called supernatural religious experiences, it's always consistent with the religious experience that they have in their conscious mind. You'll never have a Hebrew Israelite have a religious experience where Allah is talking to them.
Okay, so question. So Wicca, for example. So Wicca, they don't necessarily believe in a God, but that nature is God, right?
To a certain degree, yeah.
To a certain degree. So let's use that certain degree portion to use this. So since Wicca doesn't believe to a certain degree that there's a God, but that nature is God, that's one of the attributes of Wicca is being possessed. That's one of the main attributes. They hold festivals of possessions. Come on, that's not applicable, brother. Now, the only reason I say it's not applicable is because people who don't, atheists, all right, so-called atheists, all right, because even atheism is a belief system. It's a belief of believing in nothing. So even atheism. So the point of saying all that, King, is that, demonic possession, the book didn't prove if it was or if it isn't. I stand on the stance to say that, listen, man, there's spiritual things that we don't know about. So if you don't want to rock with it, all right, Most High keep you. But I know that these two eyes is flesh. And like our fathers, our mothers, our people are spiritual people. So, but I yield the floor. So that's my personal stance.
You're absolutely right, good brother. Our people are very spiritual people, and I don't take that away from them. But being a spiritual people does not necessarily equate that you are factually correct in your spirituality. Spirituality just means to have a belief system, a faith system. It doesn't mean that it's rooted in facts. It doesn't mean that it's rooted in science. It just means that it's rooted in faith. And we cannot, as the people, we can no longer run around basing our lives on faith, while the rest of the world is basing their lives on facts. We're being left behind fundamentally and literally, globally. And until we understand that we have to start putting some of our childish and primitive ways away and step into the 21st century, we're going to continue to get left behind.
Word. So let me ask you this: when you wake up in the morning, do you think you're going to be waking up breathing? Do you hope to be waking up breathing?
I'm not conscious of whether or not it's going to happen or not.
Listen, let me just jump in real quick, man. Let me just jump in real quick, right? So Mugabe, which of the rest of the people that you're referring to that we're being left behind, who are these people, and do they have faith, yes or no?
Well, the majority of the world. Let me say this. Let me
clean that fucking shit up, because that's ridiculous what you just said. Any of the people that you're referring to, I guarantee, have some sort of spiritual expression about themselves, bro.
I appreciate your enthusiastic, emotional outburst, good brother. I appreciate it because you stand firm on your faith. I get it. I understand it. But the fact of the matter is, religion globally is dying. The whole God,
that's not a fact. That's not a fact.
The whole
God ridiculous. And so does family.
What was the thing that you had asked him out? What you asked me,
God concept is dying.
I asked him, the people that we're being left behind.
You're going to be on the wrong side of history real soon.
No, that's ridiculous. Now, the people that we're being left behind, bro, the people that's leaving us behind, who are they, and do they have a spiritual expression?
Man, we got way far away from that question.
Yeah, he did.
No. I didn't get far away from the question.
No worries. I didn't understand the question, Jeremiah. The people that's leaving us behind, who are they, and do they have a spiritual what again?
Expression.
Who are they, and what else?
Do they have a spiritual expression?
Right. The movers and shakers globally that are shaping the 21st century don't have the God concept that you have.
That's a damn lie, because we know for a fact that the leaders of this world, the 13 families that lead this world, believe in Satan, nigga.
I'm talking about them white boys, y'all.
I mean, they're Luciferians, and they also know the Torah. They know the scriptures better than most Negroes.
Okay, listen to me.
So yeah, Con, they absolutely are.
Are the movers and shakers black? Hold up. Are the movers and shakers black like us, or white boys?
Right.
The movers and shakers are laughing at the primitive thought process.
The brother asked you what was their race, man. What's the race of the movers and shakers?
The movers and shakers globally. The movers and shakers globally are multicultural, brother.
Oh my God, man! See, answer a question without answering the
Name
question.
10 black movers and shakers for us so we can check them out.
You're not in the class of movers and shakers globally.
I didn't say I would. I asked you.
I didn't say listen to me. I'm gonna say it again.
That ain't no insult at all.
You're not amongst the movers and shakers.
I'm about to shake my finger on this button and move your ass up out of here with that bullshit.
Thank you.
And you ain't either.
I didn't say I was, but I'm saying
we
that
know you ain't, nigga. We know you not.
I appreciate your spirited response, brother, but at the same time, it doesn't change the facts of the information.
Who the primitive belief? You made it.
I'm still waiting for the information. I'm on the edge of my seat, brother. Who are these people, and what is their religious persuasion? Please, those two questions.
I just told you they don't have a religious persuasion, and I told you they're multicultural. I didn't stutter, stammer,
answer the question without answering the question. That nigga's a master of that shit.
Master, he called with it.
I understand that you want to hold on to your primitive belief system. I get it. If it makes you feel better,
absolutely, absolutely.
Right.
We get that. On to the customs of our fathers. We ain't moving into no damn science books, and ain't no mysterious multicultural movers and shakers in the imaginary scale.
Don, you okay? Don, you okay over there?
No, Don ain't okay. Don is hemorrhaging right now. Don is over there hemorrhaging.
Speaking no foundation, man. What the hell are you talking about? I got things to do, man. You ain't even talking truth, man. But I'm really.
We need to check out the mental stability of Don right now.
Here's the part that's frustrating. I'm sincerely waiting to learn from you.
Sister Kramer, you recording this?
Brother, I can prepare.
Is down, okay?
Well, I'm gonna put it on mute, man, and please forgive me.
Brother.
I apologize, but listen, man, that's like a cloud that comes and doesn't deliver any rain on a hot day. I
understand, good brother.
All right, I yield. Shalom.
All right, hold on. Where you going, Mugabe? We need to do a mental check. Don, is you okay?
Over there. First, in question concerning Saul.
We need to send everybody on. We need to send people over
to the camera, Don. Make sure you're all right. You ain't cutting your wrist or nothing, is you?
Remove all sharp objects.
So it's my the book of Psalms 109, verse 6.
Bring it out.
I ain't seen a nigga beat himself up like that in a long time. You beat yourself up, bro. That was like some sadomasochistic shit I witnessed.
109, verse 6.
And now you want to revert to the Bible. After you get an ass whooping, you want to go in there and start reading the text.
Now a wicked man.
I thought he was gonna dial a friend like they do on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And he's beat so that damn bad.
You should have dialed a friend, bro, for real. You should have been like, hey, let me call my atheist partner to help me out.
I told you. I told him it looked easier when you're sitting on the sideline than when you get in the ring with me. I told you.
Not with you, because that was some weak shit.
Mugabe, man, bro, I've been beating you so bad. I mean, I use you as a punching bag. I don't even take you serious.
In the mouth of the sea for our
Jeremiah, you've never wanted to.
I've been here 4 times, y'all. I got the video footage. She forget. I played my video.
Bruh.
They fought against me without a cause. For my love, they are my adversary.
What the hell Don talking about?
Don, he's breaking down, y'all. He's breaking down. He over there breaking down, y'all.
Hey, You can see what happened to Black Jesus Minister when I beat him last time. He wasn't himself for 3 weeks. Postpartum debate, PPDS, postpartum debate syndrome is what they call it. It's the first stages of it right here. You witnessing.
They start reading scripture. They start reading random scripture.
Right.
That's all that he had.
Look at him.
To spoil his life.
Look, oh my God! Somebody get him.
So when
get the brother.
All right. God sent Satan to him. Rematch.
Hell no! I don't want to watch that shit again. That shit was ugly.
The ones y'all
beat up boy down like that.
Y'all don't study. You don't know what you're talking about. And you
nigga face cut up. His face cut up. He got a cauliflower ear right there. His nose is broke.
My side hurt. I can't even laugh. You know it's bad. You know it's bad. Hey, you know it's bad when Magabu voted for me. You know it's bad.
I can teach about me.
Man, the brother got 2 black eyes, cauliflower ear, nose broke, lips split in 2. The cut man is over there mad at the ref for not stopping the motherfucker sooner. The audience got to leave and they demanded a refund.
Right. I don't know why. I came and gave them their money's worth, Jack. Hey.
Man, motherfuckers is mad. They want to know who promoted this shit. Cause who the fuck let Don go in there and get beat up like that? That's not even cool. That's not even, we're gonna call the commissioner on that shit. Don't ever let that boy walk. Got that man walking up in there getting beat up by a fat and flabby boxer.
I do need to lose a couple of pounds though, man. I ain't gonna lie.
You let a fat flabby motherfucker beat you. Right. God damn, you need a trainer. You need a trainer back.
You said you was his corner man, so you just as much as blame.
I thought for real though, if I knew he was gonna get, if I knew that was coming, I would have inboxed him some hip rock.
You threw the towel in earlier?
Yeah, I'd have threw the towel. I'd have been like, nigga, you better play the bad connection or something. Unplug your internet, nigga, get out the way.
Look at that.
Nunchucks flying.
Hey, Sister Carla, first stage is a PPDS. That's postpartum debate syndrome. Look at him. Shaking his look.
Nigga over there nervous and shit.
If I know postpartum debate syndrome.
Look, angry now. Look,
it's gonna be all right, Don.
It's gonna be all right, brother Don. You're gonna be all right. You'll live to fight another day.
That's right.
After we make them cuts go away, and you know what I'm saying. You gonna look out for that shit the next time. You ain't gonna walk your ass up in there just thinking you just go throw some philosophy. You go throw some philosophy at a.
Is you learn that this is a philosophical discussion.
Man,
you tried that philosophical stuff with Captain Zara too, man.
Language on.
You better get a see. This is when you really in your books. See, I'm waiting to bust some heads with these glyphs.
Demons.
Correct, Zayar.
I'm ready
Why
to
don't you go and debate Magabu family on this topic?
You see that? I'm ready to bust some heads with these glyphs.
Okay, we'll go on.
So, there's no one to refute me on what I say.
We'll go on, Malak. We'll go on.
Yeah, I like to set up a debate between Isaiah and Mudawa.
Yeah, I like the brother style. He got a nice. You know what that style is. He got the coy tactic down pat. I like that.
He beat up King Chef. So I just want to let you know.
Oh wow, you beat up my little homie. I got a whoop on you now. That's my little protege. I don't like nobody whooping on my little protege like that.
Jeremiah, I want you to shave that beard off tomorrow morning.
Man. Out here looking like an out of work 80s R&B singer. Nigga out here looking like an out of work 80s R&B singer.
I want you to look like
trim that shit down a little bit, boy. God damn, do something with that motherfucker, man.
He all right. Leave Mark alone.
You know what I'm saying? Man.
Don,
But
you thought it was gonna be easy, didn't you?
Yeah.
Don. Yeah, really did. You Don, you fucked up. I'm really mad at you, Don. You really fucked up. That was supposed to be super easy.
Him no attention. He's trying to make you.
It's bad when if I get a vote from Mugabe, you really had to fuck up.
You for real, bro. For real. Because I was.
Hey, Salakli, I gotta say something real quick. So I looked up koi because I didn't know what it means, and it is especially with reference to women. So
No. Listen to me, fam. Listen, don't take that. When we say koi, it's like
that means slide, slick.
Yeah, it's like
water.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's how I took it.
Yeah. I'm baiting you in. I'm reeling you in for this.
You said you could fool somebody with your style.
Right.
You know what? I can't, because it says one of the definitions is simpering, and simping is illegal. I'm not allowed to simp. So koi don't match.
Yeah.
Bro, listen to me.
So listen.
That's a good style. That's a very good style to have.
Can we get y'all in the ring? What could be the topic?
I'll tell you like this. I'm not having any more religious debates. I need something that can be concrete.
Well, defend your Monkey King doctrine, nigga. Defend that.
Evolution is easy to defend, bro. The overwhelming majority.
You think you can have that?
I don't think he's ready.
I mean, if there's a subject to speak on it, and if it's on the subject of truth, I definitely don't mind speaking on evolution. I'll show the scriptures on what the Most High showed me. If there's another, if there's another topic, it can be that. If it's evolution, it can be that. What I'll do is I'll just speak on what the Most High showed me.
I don't think that's fair, bro. Let me tell you why I don't think that's fair, because he's a creationist.
Oh, nah, it ain't fair, y'all. Let me hear this.
The reason why I'm saying that, because it's not fair.
Already.
No, seriously. It's not fair for me to debate a creationist, because there's absolutely zero evidence for creation. And there's tons of evidence. Whether you agree with the evidence or not, there's tons of evidence for evolution. And I'm almost done. Okay. And a lot of times, the only defense that a creationist has, they have to go into a abiogenesis conversation where they start talking about the beginning of the universe. And as you know, I don't have abiogenesis conversations, because there's not enough evidence to prove or disprove what the scientists is saying. Or let me take that back. Us regular people don't have access to the knowledge to prove or disprove what they're proposing right now. So that's not really fair.
So hold
on, Karatazaya. So you're basically saying that you will not defend evolution.
Yeah, it's describing the glyphs.
Basically, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is that the brother is not. The area of contention is so wide that it wouldn't make it. It wouldn't. However you went into the conversation is how you gonna leave the conversation. If you went into the conversation being understanding the facts of evolution, all I can do is affirm what you believe. If you go into the conversation as a creationist,
what about vaccinations? What about that? You want to debate that?
I mean, if someone's an anti-vaxxer, I would love to take that. I would love to have that type of debate.
Isaiah's an anti-vaxxer, I think.
I absolutely do not support vaccinations.
There you go.
Beautiful.
I speak against it very.
Let's get it in. Let's set it up.
Sincerely.
Right.
Yeah, we can have a double hitter next.
Right. That's something that can definitely. That's something that can definitely edify the people. The brother's position about being anti-vaccination and me being pro-vaccination, that doesn't have any religious connotations, or at least from my perspective. From his perspective, it probably does, but from my perspective, it doesn't have any religious connotations. It is something that everybody.
We're going to work on the poster. Well, next Saturday, y'all will have a double hitter.
Well,
Or you think two debates in one day is too much?
The Shabbat is never good for me, King.
Right.
Family?
A Sunday would be lovely, you know.
Okay, Sunday. Yeah, we'll do it.
Thursday is always better.
Yeah, we'll give the people one debate, and then Saturday, then Sunday.
Right. You know.
What's a good time?
Now let me ask it. Let me ask a basic question to the brother.
Here we go from the bag out of this one.
I'm not trying to back out. I'm trying to ask, why are you? I just want to know, just in general, why are you against vaccines?
Yeah, yeah, no worries. I just think it's overall bad. And then when I learned about it, you know, I just found out it was bad. So, you know, and I found out that, you know, our genetics and our mothers, you know, breastfeeding us can really give us more life, and vaccinations are bad, man. So and then when I seen some of the effects of what's happened to families, specifically ours, you know, I was like, nah, I just stopped supporting it.
Okay.
All right.
I get
that. No. Hold on, McGovern. No. Don't try to get too much information. We got to watch here, man. Now, we want to know why you for. Let's give us a little bit on that. Go ahead.
I mean, just to keep it scientific, and as my brother Yashar said, I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all.
Keep it funky. Yeah. That's right.
As my brother Yashar said, I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. If we look at historically, we know that vaccines have done more good than harm on a global scale. As far as nationally, it's done more good than harm, and as far as the demographic of people, vaccines have done more good than harm, and I think that we have to move past some of the conspiracy theories involving science that seems to dominate our community, always thinking that the white man is trying to poison us, kill us, clip something on us, hit us with the okey doke, put a banana in the tailpipe. We gotta kind of like move away from that and start being more diligent about our research.
All right. So listen, what's a good time for you, both of y'all? Like the same time, like maybe what, 8 o'clock?
Where you at, brother? What's brother Quanaya?
No, Karatazaya. Like please say
Karatazaya.
Like think of saying karate. Like think of saying karate. That's how I learned to say it. Okay. Karatazaya.
Brother Karatazaya. What part of the country you in, bro?
I'm in the let me see. It's 11:59 where I am right now, so I'm more eastern right now.
Oh, you East Coast. I'm West Coast.
Oh, shit, he West Coast.
Yeah, I'll make it whatever's convenient for you, because I don't want you to be up too late. You feel what I'm saying? And in case you got people that you want to, some of your people that's on your side of the country that want to listen, I don't want them to be up all extra late trying to tap in.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the water, my lord. Double honors.
So probably
what about 7 o'clock?
Well, 7
Eastern time. That'd be 4 o'clock your time, right?
Yeah, that's lovely. The 7 Eastern to be a 4 Western.
Okay. Yeah, in your football team, they didn't make the playoffs, so hey, we ain't got to worry about no Raiders. You know, the Giants didn't make it.
I'm a Patriot fan. I'm a Patriot fan. We ain't even.
Did they win today?
They play tomorrow. They play tomorrow. We gonna beat the brakes off the Titans. That's nothing. We don't lose 2 games in a row.
They ain't too good, man. Titans, yeah. But that's about the far they're gonna get. That's about the far. I mean, it's over.
Yeah, it's winding down. It's winding down.
It's a new beast. It's a new beast in the East, bro.
Yeah. I mean, in the West, you mean? We AFC.
No, I'm talking about yeah. I mean AFC. It's new. What's his name? The Ravens. Lamar Jackson.
Baltimore balling. But next year they gonna have a handle on him, because all it takes is 1 year of film on a cat, and them general managers gonna know how to neutralize him.
The second year, bro. Right?
The same thing happened with Mahomes. Remember the boy, the little light skinned boy over at KC?
Yeah.
He was running fuck on motherfuckers.
Right. We'll see.
And then once they got a little film on him, yeah.
See, they like to discredit black quarterbacks like we ain't smart enough to lead a team. And only want to turn up to receivers or running backs. You know, that's crazy. So,
but you got it's a business at the end of the day too, bro. The overwhelming majority of the money from the NFL comes from white boys. It's a white boy league. You know, the fans are white boys, the league is white boys. So they gotta kind of like the racism is a business move for them. It ain't like basketball. Basketball's our shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't get around it. It don't matter what you do. You know, basketball is completely our shit. Like hockey is their shit. You can't get around it. That's their shit. You know. So.
Okay, so before I get off the phone, okay, now, so the topic would be: are vaccines good for the black community or bad? Or y'all come up with your own title?
Or something to that effect. You know what I mean? You know.
Well, I want to let us know because we're gonna get the person going as soon as possible.
I'll subscribe. That's fine.
I mean, I want something. I want something that's a little more contentious, maybe.
Well, give us something there, Mudawa, and type it in the back.
Maybe
you want something a little bit more.
Vaccines, white man science, or some shit like that.
No.
Are vaccines deadly or healthy for the community?
Okay,
for the community.
I like that. Right.
All right.
Yeah.
About
Kareem, you hear that?
Vaccines, dangers, or the something along those lines. You know, that'll add more like warning. You know, I don't really like contention.
All right. So are vaccines dangerous or?
Okay, so like
So let's look at that. Are vaccines dangerous for the black community?
Deadly, dangerous, or safe?
Okay, vaccines deadly, dangerous, or safe?
Yeah, deadly, dangerous, or safe. Yeah, that covers all bases.
That get both of y'all wiggle room.
Right.
Hallelujah.
Right.
Perfect.
Okay. Sister Kareem, you hear that? She must be asleep. Okay, well, I'll remember, and then we'll have. I have. Okay. And then Mudawa, what kind of picture are you trying to use? The one you used last time?
The same one I used before. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to reinvent the wheel.
I mean, what you ain't using this little? I mean, people want to see your face. They don't want to see no goddamn.
Hey man, I'm incognito, bro. Can I be incognito?
Here we go.
You act like you forgot. You act like you forgot. I got a government job, bro.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, but if you talk about vaccinations, the government ain't gonna get mad at you about that.
And I don't want your little Hebrew bras getting all moist and shit.
Here we go.
That's not even.
All right, well, I guess Kareem, use both of these pictures they got up right now.
There you go.
Well, he could put a little mouse as your picture.
I
think you could put a little mouse as your picture.
Oh, you got jokes, huh? Nigga got juice now.
Hey, Don gonna cry when he get off the phone.
Yeah, Don was really
he already got off.
Yeah, he thought he was really bringing the heat with the philosophical argument.
No, he lost.
I was mad as a motherfucker.
I was like, I'll be glad when this 10 minutes up.
You felt good, huh? You were like, oh, he giving me the easy way out today. I ain't even got to fight or nothing. You just had your way with the brother. That wasn't even
had my way with a bit of move out.
That was crazy. I'm like, bruh, what the fuck? How do you even? Was you tripping, nigga? How did you even come to this?
That's how he did it in Captain Zahar debate. I was waiting for him to bring the pain, and he just kept doing the. See, he be debating on white boys at this. This is one debate league called I forget what he called it, but it's something that he invited me to. And I told him, well, black folks like to see a little bit more charisma and a little animated.
Right.
You know, that's how we are.
Right. It ain't just all facts. And it's all facts, but it's got to be, the presentation is also part of it.
Yeah,
Right.
well, I kind of felt like he was shy, because like for me, did anybody notice how he just kept looking down, even when he was talking, he wasn't looking into the camera. So I was like, is he shy or what's going on here?
Right. Or that was just Jeremiah wailing on his dog ass.
I don't know, but that's what I noticed. Like he kept looking down and wasn't.
That's why I chose to go first. I said if he go first, he gonna put the people to sleep.
I mean, like, how did you even? That was the wrong approach. Like, man, I mean, God, you know that most people ain't philosophical thinkers. You know that. So if you go into a debate about demons being real or not, the first thing you got to do is you have to debunk everything. Come on, God damn. Oh my goodness, that was too easy. That's why I'm mad. I was really hot, bro. I
got to vote for 7,000. Damn. Well, hey, I felt the same way when I had to vote for you. Oh, Black Jesus Minister. I said, damn, Black Jesus Minister, how did you mess this up? I ain't lying. I said, Jeremiah, Black Jesus Minister lost that debate.
But he really lost it at the end when he brought it up on the screen, and when he said beings, when he just said that they were idols and God, he messed up when he did that. I was like, you just supported what Jeremiah just said.
If he's saying they're beings, then that's not ignorant of your imagination.
Right.
Right.
See, he was trying to
tie.
He was trying to make the connection that these ancient people's use of the word demon just meant they're gods, and because I'm a God-fearing Hebrew Israelite, and that our God tells us to not have no other gods, that means that their gods are a figment of their imagination, which is a philosophical argument, which you can't. That was the dumbest shit, that was the dumbest approach to take.
Yeah, well, corner man, you must advise him.
I'm like, oh fuck. If anything, like when you mention the West African gods, when you mention Oshun and the different little Ogun rather, not Oshun, Ogun.
Right. Yeah.
He was supposed to come back with only the European considers Ogun to be a demon. To the people that believe in Ogun is a righteous and just deity. You dig what I'm saying?
He could have went that
route. I think he messed up too, because he took the majority of the day trying to convince us, and half the stuff that he was showing earlier, if he would have did that,
it would have been better.
I just think that he should have taken a break and not talk as much as he did with us. So when he got to the debate, he was probably able to, because he went into all that already, so he went into a whole bunch of new stuff. So that's what I saw, because I'm like, earlier
it was more on point.
Earlier with the breakdown, but he didn't do that.
It was more on point because I wasn't there. See? And then he had to go after me. See, he didn't come with the energy, and he was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? And he actually thought I was gonna talk about that damn demon bad breath shit. He thought I was gonna talk about that. I know he did.
Yeah.
I thought he was using that. I thought he was using that as like a diversion tactic. Like, I'm gonna try to bait him in with this demon bad breath shit, and then hit him with my real kit.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I told you he was prepared for Jeremiah to go over that. That's what it was. He was prepared for him to talk about the bad breath.
Yeah, that's why I avoided it.
I'm like, man. Well, nigga, you finally got you that's your second W of your little chicken shit career. The only
in your eye. Now, did I beat the brakes off that new Wobby that one day?
That's your other W. That's your other W.
Bro, you must have been. Come on, well, according to you. So
I'm just telling you, bro. I'm fair and non-biased. Them was your two W's, and I got a little soft spot in my heart for the New Wabians, but that dude, that was ugly. That was ugly.
Hey, Sister Carl, well, the funny thing is, after I beat the New Wabians, and he started talking shit, then I was on fire. I beat the brakes off. He ain't telling that part.
No.
I beat the brakes off him. Yeah, I did. Yeah,
bro. Bro, keep it.
I'm gonna find the
You know
tape.
I'm
I'm gonna
undefeated,
find it.
bro.
Uh-oh.
You know
Okay.
I'm undefeated, bro. You know that.
Well,
You,
Napa confirmed that we debating, by the way, in the other.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. What about Sister Napa? What happened to her and Andy? What the hell? What was they tripping on?
I don't know what happened. I just saw him being disrespectful, and I just said, I don't know
Yeah,
what
that's why. I
happened,
mean,
but
I like the brother,
don't be
man, but
disrespectful to the women.
I just remove him maybe for a day or two. He can come back. I mean, if he,
who's
Andy
Andy?
I don't know
attacking
what
the
she
women.
said and what happened. I'm pretty sure she disagreed because I was on the
Who is
phone with him
Andy?
earlier, and he
The
doesn't
more
like you to
the one
disagree. He has his, like,
your what you call it? Not anti agnostic brother. You and Jesus, you three y'all in here. You, Jesus, Black, and him.
Oh, that brother. The brother that don't. He like to overtalk you. Another one of them. You got the
Kind of
New
like
Yeah,
York.
you.
well, he amazing. Come to find out, we actually had that
Yeah,
conversation earlier, but he's very cocky, so I'm sure he kind of
see how
when
I
he
know him.
talks, he
I
try to
beat
act
him up
like
on
he
Facebook.
knows
I got
everything
on the
when he
Moors
don't know
one time.
nothing. He has that attitude, and if you come across the wrong person where they call you out on your bullshit, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But she said in the back chat that he hates black women basically, so he probably
What?
yeah, coming from that standpoint, which I can understand because I had argued with some fool the other day as well, but he eventually
Andy hate black women.
Well, that's
I
cool.
mean,
Good looking out.
it's becoming like a big thing now where they, our own men don't even like their own women, which is
No,
quite
no.
interesting.
It's a thing. It really is a thing. It really is. It's like
Yeah,
brothers just
it
tired
is.
of bullshit.
How you don't like your own? If you decide to date outside your race, whatever, that's fine. But
But
your
yeah,
mama
right.
and
That's
your
what I was
sister
saying. But don't
is black.
try to uplift
So
them
how can you
over.
not like your own people? That's all.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can't.
get that.
But you
You
gotta
gotta love your
remember.
mama and your sister and your titi.
But that's not
Yeah,
a fair
your
argument.
grandma, they're black.
That ain't a fair argument to say that. You just gotta remember a lot of these cats. They have a lot of negative experiences with women in general, and so they think that the grass is greener on the other side. You got to remember, a lot of these cats ain't got no
And that's
game.
fine. It's okay if you decide to date outside your race. My main thing is you don't have to disrespect women because you chose to go to a different race. That's all I'm saying.
Agreed. Don't disrespect the sisters because you don't fuck with sisters no more. Don't
Right.
use
Like you
no
don't have
excuse.
to call
Right.
her. I mean, he was off the chain in the back chat. Like, goddamn. Like, what did she do for you to be so disrespectful like that? Like, what's going on here?
Agreed. But then you got the sisters that's the same way, and I'm not making a comparison or nothing like that. But people want to make the excuse as to why they chose to do what they do instead of saying, you know what, fuck it, I'm doing this for a while.
Well, I kind of feel like what I've noticed is, if you're a male and they put it as like, okay, be quiet, you need to be respectful, you need to this and you need that. And I think there's a misinterpretation of that. You only have authority over your wife. If that person is not your wife, you don't have no authority to tell somebody to be quiet. This is that. That's not. You don't have authority over that person. And I think that's part of the problem where it's like, okay, I'm talking, men are talking. Many of them do that. Where it's like, oh, because you're a woman, you got to be quiet and you can't communicate and have a conversation. It doesn't work like that. It's a misinterpretation of the scripture. Women were not silent. Women played a big role.
I completely disagree. I think that in from everything that I've studied about scripture, it was shut the fuck up while men talking
No,
and
it
don't.
wasn't no damn shut the fuck up. You
Oh, all
misled.
right,
It
all
was
right.
not shut the fuck up. It was not, because Deborah was a prophetess and she judged Israel. There's other prophetess throughout the Bible that were women.
I'm not.
So you
Listen to
can't
me,
say
man.
that.
I'm saying,
They misinterpret the scripture when it comes to it's just like the Muslim. So for example, if back then the women was on one side and the men were on the other side. So the
right.
reason why he said this to the church, this was to the church. Women be silent in the church and you consult with your husband later instead of yelling across the goddamn thing. What did he say? What was he trying to get some understanding? That is why he said that.
All right. Have you ever dated men from the Eastern Hemisphere, or been like in the circle of men from the Eastern Hemisphere, Africa, Asia?
You talking about like Nigeria? Yeah, I will say like I said, it just depends on the culture, and that's part of the problem. That doesn't mean that is right. It doesn't mean that.
But it doesn't mean that it's wrong. But it also doesn't mean. Let me give you an example. I was dating an Indian chick, right? And I'm talking about red dot India, subcontinent India, not Native American. And every time I would go over to their house, I would be with the men. Like the women it wasn't in a misogynistic way. It's just that all of the men, we ate together, we smoked the hookah together, wherever we went as men. Now mind you, I'm dating this girl. This is my girlfriend at the time. Well, I'm courting her at the time. And this is my little boo, but it wasn't in a you're less than perspective. It wasn't in a misogynistic perspective, but the women and men didn't even function together at all. Like, the only time you would function is if you with your wife, or you with your mother. You dig what I'm saying? But as far as a social get down, no, it was a separation, and that was just in their culture. And then I was dating a sister from Kenya, and it was the same thing. It was like you don't even, that's women stuff. You don't want to be, I don't even want to be around it. I mean, that's just me anyway. When women is chopping it up, I don't want to be around what y'all talking about. That ain't got shit to do with me. So I'm gonna excuse myself if it's too many of y'all in the room. You know what I mean? So it's not even it's only this American Western Hemisphere shit where women think that they gotta have a face all up in the mix when men is getting down, and the only man they obligated to respect is their particular husband. That's not fundamentally correct. That's some new age shit. Yeah, was y'all there? I just was talking. Probably was talking to dead air. Yes, man.
What y'all still doing, man?
Who that?
Go to bed, Magabo. It's past the bedtime.
Hey, I'm sitting up here cooking. I'm making me some late dinner, bro.
Sound like you cooking bacon and ham and stuff.
No, I'm chopping up some chicken breasts. I'm putting some chicken and pasta together.
Ah, I see. I see.
They had a nice little sale at the market on chicken breast, 97 cents a pound. So I had to indulge. I don't really do the fast food shit. That shit gets me sick as a dog. But you gonna be all right, Don. You gonna be all right. That just take that as a lesson. That wasn't no
lesson.
The debate.
You know what I find with this discussion in the last 5 years? People rather hold on to what they feel they safe and secure in their knowledge. And when new information is presented to them, ancient information that has been around for millennia, I'm talking about for millennia, people will ignore it for their own presuppositions.
True that. You absolutely, you're 1,000% correct on that.
The Bible, the man didn't even go to the Bible about nothing concerning demons. Not a single thing. But he wants to establish a point. That don't work against people like myself.
It don't. If you don't know what demon means, then you don't have definition. It's simple. He didn't win no debate. Matter of fact, he didn't even deal with the debate. Really, to be honest with you, he gave his opinion, and that's pretty pathetic.
But his opinion was substantiated with some flimsy ass evidence that was easily debunkable if you would have approached it from a different perspective.
I debunked it. I debunked the points that was worth noting, like when I spoke about the Greek language. When he ran over the whole point about demon means God, he ran over that point, but that was the main point of the debate, and he just ran right over it to read stuff about other religions and cultures. I've already stated this stuff is in every culture.
Can
So
I
what
say
is
this?
demon?
Remember when the other Jeremiah said he referenced, what word did he reference? He referenced a word that had changed meanings.
Deamon.
Oh shit! What did he? Well, I can't remember the word that he referenced.
Deamon.
No. It was like a popular word that's in our vernacular. It was like
Demon possession. You talking about?
No. He mentioned something like. Damn! I can't remember what that brother said, and he made an excellent point. It's like basically he was, and I'm really fucking up the brother's point because I'm just using a different example. You've heard the term ratchet, right? Referring to women that behave a certain way, right?
Yeah.
She's behaving ratchet. We know for sure that ratchet is a goddamn mechanics tool.
It's a tool.
Know, right. We know that it is a goddamn ratchet is a mechanics tool. But in today's popular vernacular, in how people use it today, it's also referring to this particular type of behavior. And you have to. I don't think you were trying to get
Jeremiah's point. That was Jeremiah's point. That wasn't Jeremiah's point. That was Jeremiah's point.
Yeah, Jeremiah's point. Right. You were trying to get to the etymological definition, and the overwhelming majority of the people, they're not concerned with the etymological definition. They're concerned with the contemporary usage of it. You feel what I'm saying?
And that's the issue.
And because I'm not saying that's not necessarily ignorant, because there's a term for it when words change meaning, you know.
Notice I kept saying popular view. That's what I started out in the first round. Yeah, people say it. Where are you gonna find this in? Really? You don't. Churchianity has done a number on us, and it's called brainwashing. There's no demons. What we call them demons are idols.
Well, you thought you was a stalker. I was about to stab the shit out of you, girl, creeping around here in all black. You don't just want you gotta make some noise when you walk through here.
The whole point of it all is we don't know what we're talking about when it comes to demons. Hebrew, Christian, don't matter. Catholic, we don't know what we're talking about. We just don't know what we're talking about. We're taking what people say, what they say, hearsay. Where are you getting this stuff from? It's not in the Bible. Notice again, not one scriptural reference concerning demon, because all week long I've been talking about this. So you
is the contemporary definition of it, and
well,
you got to. That's the part
that is not definition. That's opinion.
But
that's
it's
opinion.
Don, hear me out, bro. Hear me out.
I heard you out. I already know where you're going with this. Jeremiah made the point, but that's illogical, because
it's not illogical.
For which I am using the word in its etymology, in its origin, in its custom, in its culture, according to the Greek text, according to the Hebrew text, according to their customs and what they believe. It's animism. There's no such thing as demons, really. In the popular view, that's just man's opinion. It's man's imagination. So it doesn't matter if he uses the word in the sense of saying, well, you're possessed by what? A demon? No. Right. Demon is daemon. It means distribute fortunes. That's not a spirit. That's not a being.
But you're still basing it on
I'm basing it on its original meaning, its original use, from culture to culture to culture. I addressed that in my first round.
But you
think I'm lacking at, I'm not.
I'm not saying You're missing the point
hearing
of what
any
I'm
lack
saying.
in the definition. That's the issue. I'm not changing contemporary meaning. I've taken contemporary meaning into consideration, into account. I'm saying the stuff we say today is what demons are today. It could not be what it possibly meant. And what it meant isn't what we're saying today. And what we're saying today cannot be substantiated, even though we're using it the way we're using it. We're talking.
Okay, let me say this. Watch this, Don. Watch this. Do you consider yourself? Or have you ever considered yourself to be a black man?
At one point in my life, yeah, but I am not black.
Okay, that's why I say, have you ever? Now,
at one point, if I knew what black meant.
Right.
But I'm not black. I'm plainly reddish. I'm not black.
Well, what I'm saying is, the point of what I'm making is, millions of us self-identify as being black here in this country, correct? I'm sure you agree. That's a redundant ass question.
Yeah.
But the point of what I'm making is this: the original word is Blake, BLAC or EC or something to that effect. And the original word in the original language that it comes from actually means white.
What original language did it come from?
I want to say it's a Germanic language, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm freestyling right now because I'm not in front of a computer or anything. But
well, Hebrews don't think that way. That's backwards. Black in Hebrew, and white in Hebrew. Laban, black, I'm sorry, that's black is black in Hebrew and in English.
But what I'm saying is,
and on. There's no
point
such
of what
thing
I'm
as
making,
tail being black unless you're meaning in a poetic form. You're not talking about in a linguistical form.
But what I'm saying is that's the position you took when you were trying to make your argument. You took a etymological position of demons and not making any provisions for how the word is being used today. That's just like if someone said, hold on, Don. Just like if someone said, black really means white. I'm not, the white people are black, because that's what the word really means.
Then what does white mean?
Listen to what I'm saying. Hold on.
See,
if you, Don, hear me out. Listen to me. It's not getting asinine. I'm giving you an example of the road you walked down and the reason why it wasn't. I understood completely what you were doing. I got it. I understood it. I knew exactly what you were trying to do. And I'm not nowhere near saying you were wrong about what you were doing. But what I'm saying is in contemporary usage, when the person hears demon, they're not looking for the etymological root of it. They're looking at the contemporary connotation and the contemporary usage of the word. And that's why
I get that.
And guess what? That's why I said you were trying to drag them into a philosophical argument, because you were trying to say that linguistically, this is what this